Hey Max, it's Logan Stout here at Perkins Motorplex in Mayfield, Kentucky. Gonna walk around the 2012 Duramax diesel, the 3500. That's got right at 200,000 miles on it. And so I took it on the interstate first, and I'll tell you that 75 miles an hour and under, it rode very, very smooth. Felt like once I hit 75, anywhere between 75 and 80, we had a little bit of a vibration, which really on this age, I was tickled to death with that. Just a tiny little shake at 75 to 80, but anything under that was nice and smooth. Rode good. It was very straight. Wasn't pulling real hard one direction or the other. And we'll walk around it. BF Goodrich tires. They are not new, but you know, they're not, it's not time yet. So we got, I don't know, maybe, it's hard to tell on the profile on these. It's so weird. I'm gonna say 50% tread on those, and then we look on the back. These are much better. I'm gonna say 70, maybe even 80% tread on the exterior one there, and on the inside it's probably more like 50 or 60. Yeah, really good. So tires are good. Wouldn't have to do anything there for a while at least. You can see the rims, they got that oxidation and a couple things on there, like, and that'll be the theme of the truck, right? It's a 2012, 200,000 miles, body's in great shape. I'll give you a look at the frame, but it's got its little things just because of the year and the miles. You can see the headlights got so that's like a surface level scratch or scrape. I don't know if I'm getting that on the camera or not, but there's no condensation in there. You can just see a little bit of the grime on top of it, but no condensation in there. It's not busted. It's just, you can see the scrape on the outside of it. Let's look at the frame before I look at the body some more. About as good as we could possibly hope for. That main frame line's really good. Of course, we do an underspray on all of our vehicles here. Whether it's a 2018 Altima, let's give you a look at this here. Whether it's a 2018 Altima or a big truck like this, it's gonna get an underspray, because we get a lot of our vehicles that have like a red clay stain underneath them, and we obviously hate the way that looks. So we wanna do that. And then it's got a seal component to it, so it does kind of help seal up underneath. It doesn't last forever by any means, but it does kind of seal up that undercarriage a little bit. But the other thing is, I tell people, rust is rust and corrosion is corrosion. So if it was eat up real bad here, we'd be able to see it for sure. Trying to get you every look I can of it. Obviously the running board where it connects, you can see it's rusted a little more. It's catching a lot more of the moisture from the road. Go to the other side, make sure you've got the full thing. We want to be as open and honest as we possibly can about these trucks, because I mean, this isn't a 2020 model. This is a 2012 with 200,000 miles. All right, you can see along the back side of the door here, you can get some bubbling up there on the paint. Trying to look at all the main problem spots here. Real good through there. A couple little scrapes, but nothing getting eat up there. Nice back through there. Obviously it's got dirt and stuff on it from the drive I just went on. Sounds really good. And other than that spot on the bottom of the back door, you look down the passenger side, really, really good. And this plastic gets unclipped here. You can push that down. You can actually do an interior zip tie on that too to really snug that up. I think if I get mean with it, it'll actually snap back in there for a little bit. There we go. Bed looks great. That's about as good as we could hope for there. Tailgate looks good. Very nice. Let's go to the inside. There's no smells. You can see some weathering on the outside there of the seat, but that's not ripped. It's just, you can tell it's been repaired. So no rips or tears in the seat. You've got that small crack in the dash over there that releases the tension on these GM dashes that have been so fun to deal with over the years. So it's good that it got the small crack as opposed to the one that goes all the way across the dash and then starts bouncing up and down as you go down the road. It's got the tension release on it, and back storage is great. I mean, the seats are perfect. It smells great. Doesn't smell like smoke or animal or anything like that. This is a common thing we see on these Chevy GM trucks, is this plastic piece here gets kind of warped out a little bit. So that one's, it's got that going for it, or not going for it, I should say. But all in all, like, as I'm sure Matt told you, like, we're tickled to death with this truck. Very happy to have it. Get you a look under the hood. See if I can pop this open one-handed here. Not the best at doing that one-handed. There we go. Looks great, sounds great. I always tell people I don't know an alternator from a radiator, but I can look through. For one, you can hear it, whether there's like knocking, ticking, anything like that. The other thing is, you would really be able to see it here if it was eat up with rust and corrosion and things like that. Very, very clean. I know there was, there it is, a ding along the bedside somewhere. There it is. See that? About the size of a softball there. There it is. Give it a little gas. Check the dash here. I think it's got, I had a coolant sensor at one point. Sounds awesome. Coolant sensor again, coolant level low, add coolant, but I mean, you can check the levels. It's gonna be leveled off on coolant. Trailer brake system, that's extremely common on these. And then you can see, like, you know, the paint of the stickers. They make overlays for these. You can stick them on there, but very pleased with the power and the way it drove. The backup camera is working, or at least it was. Let's see here. There it is. Perfect. Let me know what other questions you have. That is the 2012 Chevy 3500 we have.